Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the first day of January 2015. Hey, sorry for that grabby title. I'll explain to you what the title meant. There actually was an opinion in halacha that there should be a 3-day fast on the 8th of Teves, the 9th of Teves, and the 10th of Teves. And don't worry, everybody pretty much says that we should only fast one day, and that's on the 10th of Teves. But I want to explain to you what these 3 days were leading up to the 10th of Teves and why this happened. On the 8th of Teves, a very fascinating incident happened. I'll try to tell it quickly. Basically, Ptolemy the king wanted to see the whole Torah translated into Greek, and he wanted to get a real authentic translation of it. So he took 70 rabbis, didn't tell any of them what he was doing, stuck them in 70 different areas and told them to translate the Torah. And when they translated the Torah, he wanted to make sure that all their translations would be identical. So that's why he told 70 different ones to do it. And if they weren't identical, he'd know they were tricking him, and amazing things happened. The rabbis went through the whole entire Chumash, translated it into Greek, and along the way they did make changes when they felt it was necessary. Like, I'll tell you, one of the famous one was Bereshis bara Elokim, literally translates into English or Greek, in the beginning created God. And they knew they couldn't write in the beginning created God, because then it would sound like to this Greek king that there was something called in the beginning which created God. So the first rabbi swapped it and just wrote God created in the beginning. So did the second rabbi, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. And they didn't even know that there were rabbis next door to them doing the exact same thing, and all the rabbis got that same switch. It has happened many times over, and all of them made the same exact switches. A fun one was that on the list of non-kosher animals is the word arnevis. It's a kind of rabbit, and all of them realized separately that arnevis was the name of the king's wife, and they didn't want him insulted over his wife being called a non-kosher animal, so they swapped it out, and they all chose something like the fast-footed hare, and they all wrote the exact same word as their translation. And so when the big day came, the 8th of Teves, and they came out, it was an amazing, amazing, miracle-looking thing, because 70 different rabbis had translated thousands of words into Greek exactly the same. You or I might have considered that a miracle, and maybe it was, but the rabbis considered it a sad day worthy of fasting, because our Torah used to be on a pedestal that no one could touch, and now that it's translated into other languages, a lot of people feel like, yeah, I know the Torah, I read it, it's no big deal. And we don't want it that way. And that's why the 8th of Teves was worthy of being called a fast day. The 9th of Teves was worthy of being called a fast day because Ezra the scribe died on that day. And Ezra was an unbelievably great man. He really helped us at the time of the building of the second Beis HaMikdash temple. He pretty much made sure that there was Torah amongst the Jewish people, and without him we would have been lost. And that day could have been a fast. And the 10th of Teves, that's the day that the siege began around Jerusalem, which led to the destruction of the temple. So as you could see, it's 3 days that just go bam, 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 one after the other. And some rabbis would have decreed a 3-day fast, hence our catchy title. But the rabbis said that that's more than we can ask regular people to do, and therefore we have a 1-day fast on the 10th of Teves. Starts at the crack of dawn, and it ends at nightfall. And all usual fast laws apply to it. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.